Hello, hello. Welcome to Sparkle.Sanctuary. My name's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you watched my last unboxing, I mentioned that I purchased these kits pretty close to the last unboxing that I did. Kind of went on a little buying spree, and hopefully I'll actually hit my no buy in the month of February. But for now, I have plenty of diamond paintings to work on. Anyway, I purchased these kits on January 17th. And I received them on the 21st. Really nice, fast turnaround for them. So what I have here is Hot Springs by MrsbutterD. This was a new release. She is 20 by 28 inches or 50.6 by 70.7 centimeters. And then I have Freyja of the Valkyries. So this is by ChrissaBug. She is 22 by 31 inches or 55.6 by 78.7 centimeters. The information about both of these kits is going to be pretty similar. So I will fully unbox one and then I'll just go over the stuff that isn't the same on the other one. So on this kit, there is a thumbnail here. As you can see, the image wraps around the top. It says 80 colors, including 2 Aurora Borealis and 4 fairy dust diamonds, has a total number of diamonds, and there's a SKU code, SKU information here. There's also how it works, kit contents, and information there. And then on the side, there is a barcode along with the information about the kit. On the right here, there is a round shape, and the box is pink because these are round shaped diamonds. And on the bottom is the information about the kit again, as well as the SKU number. Okay. So let's hit what's in here first. I did not puncture this to perforate it to get it started before I started my video. So give me just a second to open this. All right, diamond painting pin for the win. Okay, so one thing to note is that this top portion of the box is just a sleeve that covers it. So if you are wanting to keep this kit, just make sure you keep that sleeve on there. As you saw, taking off the plastic wrap does make the sleeve easier to move and can pull it off as you work on it. So open the bottom of this and there is a box inside of a box. I'll pull that out. And then let me move this one out of the way actually. And then in here we have a toolkit, the canvas, and then an envelope. Okay, that is everything inside of this box. So I'll set this aside for just a second and we'll look at these two. So our toolkit, I will just run through this really quickly. Like I said, I won't go through the one for the other kit just because I know several of you have seen these before. So here's everything in here. There's a bag of baggies. There is a pin with their Diamond Art Club branding. Inside here, you just pop this lid off. This is kind of untwisted a little bit, so it's harder to, there we go. So that's where you diamond paint from. There's also a 4-placer on this end. This is reloadable. You just untwist this and pull this out to reload this with wax, okay? And you just keep screwing this up when you need more wax. So you just keep twisting until the wax comes out and then twist some more when you need more, okay? So in here, inside this, inside the tray, we have additional clear wax for that. Then we have heart-shaped wax. This can go in your multi-placer. There is a plastic covering over those, so make sure you peel that off before you dip your pin into it. And then there's also a 7-placer in case you like to use a 7-placer more than a 4-placer. So our tray has the Diamond Art Club branding on it. I'm not sure if it's not going to focus. All right, so anyway, there we go. It has the branding on it, and then it has this lip on it because they are stackable. There's a spot here that's cut out so that you can slide your lid in. So it does come with a lid. It also comes with a stopper and is a pretty decent sized tray to diamond paint with. I would say this is a really nice kit to have to start out with. All right, so inside of our envelope, it just says thank you for your purchase. You squeeze the little diamond on top to open it. On one side, you have their socials. And then when you open it, there's tips and tricks on the top. There's their Facebook group on the side, a 20% off your purchase for your first time in the app, and then kit contents here. When you pull these out, the back of it has step-by-step instructions. Now, the first thing here is their treasure quest card. You scratch this off and it gives you a barcode you can enter onto the website for additional kits or points or something. Just make sure you don't enter those in until you're ready to spin them. This booklet here and you open it, as you can see, it's blank on one side, and the other side has all this stuff. This is actually a giant sticker sheet. Everything you see here is stickers. So the Diamond Art Club branding, the title here, the start and end date here, the thumbnail for this gorgeous image, and then the information here for the kit, and as well as all of these are stickers. So I'll pull that in a little bit. You can see you can put these onto your kit so that you can kit up and use these however you want. It is really nice. So again, this has 80 colors, 2 Aurora Borealis, and 4 fairy dust diamonds. Those are all located here at the bottom of the kit. If you see there are a bunch here with the number 600, you won't see the 600 number in kits from other companies. Diamond Art Club has been making some of their own drills in their in-house. Okay. I'll put this to the side. All right, and we will get into this. So it has a dust cover bag with the Diamond Art Club branding on it. You just open this up. Okay, so these canvases have a soft flocked backing, and if you look at the edges, they are scalped and poked edges. That is to avoid fraying. At the top, you have their Diamond Art Club branding. And then as you open the kit, you're going to see on the left side, on the top left side, and on the bottom right side, there is going to be a legend for how your diamonds match up with the little symbols on the canvas. Oh, she's pretty. This kit is definitely rolling up quite a bit. Oh my goodness. This has a lot of pinks in it. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm going to turn her over and roll this backwards so she'll lay flat a little bit better, and then I will lay her, see if we can't see her a little bit better, and then I'll lay her sideways so we can get her fully in view. All right, so first, there we go. Look at that. So again, this is Hot Springs. She's just got her little flip-flops here, and she's swimming with all of these butterflies in the air. The waterfall, so pretty. I love cherry blossoms, which is part of why I wanted this kit so badly. Just beautiful. Okay, let me turn this sideways. Fits fairly well on frame. Okay, let me open this up. Oh, one little straggler diamond here. Okay, so I'm going to do with this video like I did with my last one. I will speed up the process of me showing you the diamonds. You can slow that down and put it in half speed if you want to, and that'll give you the real-time speed because I'm only going to double the speed. But I will stop on the special diamonds and kind of show you where those are. Otherwise, then we'll just be able to go on to the next image. But oh my goodness. Okay, so there was one scraggly little package of diamonds in there. We'll go ahead. All right, here is our very first special diamond. There's actually 2 bags of this, 38.65. So Z, they're what they call fairy dust. If you look at those, there's just like an extra shiny top to these diamonds. It's because there's mica powder on the top of those coated in. Don't worry, you can't get that mica powder on you. It won't come off. It is sealed into the diamond. Okay, so Z 38.65 is a dot. That is through the water here, through the water here, through all of the white spots. Let me move these out of the way. The glow around the butterfly here. Everything that you see that's white in the water, that is that diamond. Okay. All right. There's our next special diamond. This is AB211. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. If you look, that has just like a really nice iridescent coating over the top of those. The AB for Aurora Borealis is to mimic the northern lights of the Aurora Borealis. So AB211 is the letter N. Letter N. So that is in the lighter purple areas along like the foam of the water. In here too, along there. And I see a little bit more along here and through there, and then some down through here. That is all I see of that one. Okay. Here's our next special diamond, Z162. Again, this is one of their fairy dust diamonds. Z162 is a bow tie symbol, so it's in the water here, through here, all along through there, through here on the water, through here on the water. There's quite a bit through that. Yeah, those are the only places I see it is on the water. All right. Oh, there's our next special diamond, AB603. So AB603 right there. Oh, that is so pretty. Such a pretty pink. That is the money sign. Okay, I am not seeing it. So I know it's here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, I think I see some. Yeah, so there's some all through these flowers up in here. Don't see any on those flowers over there. They do blend really easily in with some of the other symbols, so I may be missing some, but that's all I see is through the flowers through here. Okay. All right, here's our next one, Z3856. So Z3856 is a square shape. There's a little bit through here on these. There's a bunch in this butterfly and that butterfly. And then I think that is it. Yep, I believe that's all. All right. Okay, here's Z743. Z743 is the letter P. That is along the edge of the butterfly here. There's some along the edge of this butterfly. Oh, that other one is in this butterfly that I didn't think I saw. See it now. There's like little yellow sprinklings in those flowers, and then there's some around the edge of this butterfly. There's also sprinkling in these flowers through down here. Okay. All right, and that is all of the colors. Let me get this one put away and we will open the next one. All right, here is our last kit. This is, again, Freyja of the Valkyries by ChrissaBug. So again, this is pink and has a round shape on it. So this is a round shape diamond painting. On the side here, the only difference between, I mean, obviously the image being here, between this kit and the other kit, the only difference is this says this kit has 74 colors, including 2 Aurora Borealis, 1 iridescent, and 4 fairy dust diamonds. So I will show you those. We'll get into this. Oh, one thing I didn't show you, I'll have to show you on this, is the SKU code that is on your box here and here also matches the SKU code that's in your kit and on your diamond. So I will show you that. Let's get these out first. Okay, so this has the same toolkit as the last one. So I'll just set that aside. Here is our sticker sheet and our treasure quest card. So here is the sticker sheet. You can see all of the specials right here that starts there, number 68, and then goes through to the end. There are some 6,000s, I mean, here. But there's that. Set that aside too. Okay, let's get into this kit. Open their dust cover bag. All right, so again, all the same information. Oh, look at how pretty. Wow, that's going to be quite a bit. So color blocking is when you have, where you can use your multi-placer. And so this one actually has quite a bit of color blocking here at the top. I'm going to go ahead and roll this back so I can show it better. Like most of that is one color. There's a large portion of that that's one color. So I'll be able to use my multi-placer quite a bit. If you notice there's lines on here, that's because this is perforated paper. You can see that rips, and that's for each to make individual sections if you want to section off that way. The glue on this is really nice and sticky. Both of the kits had the perforated paper. I just forgot to show it on the last one. Look at her. Okay, so I was born with red hair. It has turned more brown as I've gotten older. It's more auburn now, definitely darker, but I'm still very much a redhead in my heart. So I love redheads and love fierce women. So this is just right up my alley. This fierce redheaded woman. She is so gorgeous. All right. So same thing with the legends on the sides, the information at the bottom, the same scallop poked edges, and the same flocked backing. So if I point out to you here, there is a SKU number on the bag of diamonds here, and there's a SKU number on the kit here. These all match what's on the box so that you can have all of that in case you store them separately. Okay. She is so pretty. I just love this. I think the outside edges are going to work really, really fast. And then she's just going to be really a joy to work on with all these bright colors in her hair. I love the contrast of the green down here at the bottom and the blue. Very pretty. All right, let's turn her sideways so you can see that better. She does not fit fully onto frame, but mostly. Okay, I do have the box kind of here in the way. Let me move that. Okay, that's better. All right, let me get into these diamonds. All right, and there is the spread for these diamonds. As you can see, lots of like greens and brown, like light browns, kind of beiges. Really pretty though. This is also a round shaped diamond painting. I can't remember if I said that already. Okay, let's get into these. All right, here is our first special diamond, Z921. Look at that beautiful glitter on top of the brown. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. Okay, Z921 is the letter C. That is going to be all through the curls of her hair. All through her hair. Gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. Z3863. Oh, another really gorgeous one with the mica powder. I love that. It's like a lighter brown. It's looking a little bit more olive on the screen than it actually is in real life. Hopefully that comes across in post. Okay, Z3863, the letter K. Okay, so that is sprinkled throughout her armor on her hip here. All right, I really don't see it anywhere else other than the armor there, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not there. I just don't see it. All right, here is our next special diamond, Z3865. This one is a dot. Now that is sprinkled in different spaces all through the background. There's a little bit here and here. There's some along the edge of the sword there, but otherwise it's just kind of sprinkled in the background. All right. All right, here's our next special. This is L3855. This is what they call an iridescent. As you can see, it's just like a crystal, yellow crystal. And that symbol is a triangle. All right, so this one I see sprinkled in the background a little bit here, and then it's also in this like halo that goes around her head. And that is all I see of that one. All right. The last row of these starts off with a special diamond. So Z3024, that's the letter G. That is through here. And that is all I see on this kit. All right. All right, here's AB453. AB453 is this swirl marking. All right, so this one I actually only see like some like sprinkled in on that side of the canvas over there. I'm not seeing it anywhere else, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not here. I just don't see it. I find it interesting that I'm only seeing it over there because it's an AB, so it's going to have extra sparkle. So yeah, let's move on. All right, and that is the end of those. All right, I found this one little extra packet here. It looks like there's the rest of our diamonds, and amongst it is this one AB 3078. It's a yellow. So AB 3078. So that is through the lines of her sword. It is here on her breastplate. It is here in her earrings. It is there on this. There's some through these here. There's a little bit in the background there. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you have one of these kits or if you would like to have one of them if they're on your wish list, and let me know which one is your favorite. Anyway, thank you so much again for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Hope you're all doing well. Remember, wherever you go, to take care of yourself is a Sparkle Sanctuary. So please be sure to take time to take care of you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.